Hi, guys. Hi, my Katie. How are you? Hi, Taz. Okay, what's going on here? All right, there we are. Now we're connected. So. Hello, ladies, once again. The internet is not my friend. I'll repeat that. The internet is so not my friend. Hi, Leah. So, as you all know, we were supposed to begin our YouTube lives tonight, right? We're supposed to move on over to YouTube, moving on up. Well, I was today years old when I found out that we needed 24 hours to move to request a live feed from YouTube. So there I am this afternoon. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna set up. I'm going to try to start, and then it says you need 24 hours. So that was a no go. But we're here. We're back to our original spot for tonight, just for tonight. And tonight we are going to read the story Diary of a Spider. Okay, so my Instagram peeps, you all know I'm using my front facing camera. As such, some things will be inverted. Sorry. All right, which is why I wanted to move on over to YouTube, right? But no worries, we'll get everything back up and running as quickly as possible. So let's give our friends just a few more minutes to come right on, and then we will start. Yes. Once again, our story for tonight is Diary of a Spider. This story is written by Doreen Cronin, and the pictures are by Harry Bliss. What a unique last name, Bliss, Mr. Bliss. All right, guys. So sit back, relax, get cozy, get something to drink, get some popcorn. I mean, I know it's not a movie, but you are watching me read. But yes, get some popcorn, get some snacks or an apple, something healthy, and get the kids and just hang back just a few minutes, and we will get started soon. All right. I miss you too, my Rem Rem. I promise to come see you soon. Okay. Ali the G joined. All right. It seems my Instagram peeps are outdoing my Facebook peeps tonight. Usually I have more audience on Facebook than on Instagram. So thank you. And I just want to point out that we will be having a giveaway very, very, very soon. Some of you may or may not know, but I do make candles. So the brand is called Jamin Scents, and we're going to have a giveaway of some candles or some candle melts very, very soon. Very, very soon. So keep an eye out for that, or keep an ear out for it rather. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. It is 8:04. We're going to go ahead and start with our story, Diary of a Spider. Diary of a Spider. All right, Rem Rem. You're our only child here at the moment. So I'm going to ask you to make a prediction about what you think we'll be reading about today. Right? So let's look at our text feature. The title, it is Diary of a Spider. Okay? What do you think we're going to read about tonight? What do you think, Remy? Or Leah? I think Leah is on with me tonight. Oh, I now have two people on Facebook. I spoke too soon. I now only have one. All right, come on in. All right, so So Tass said spiders. Yes, we're going to read about spiders. What about spiders? What do you think the story will be about? What will the spider be doing? Will he get in any trouble? Maybe? Thank you so much for wishing me happy Teachers Day. It is very much appreciated. Uh I'm sorry. It is much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mr. Grammy D. All right, so I'm not seeing any more comments. I'm going to go ahead and start with our story. But before we start, I want to show us some of our vocabulary words that we will see or hear in the story, rather. And I want you guys to try and figure out these words and what they mean in context. Yes, I know some of my very fast learners will know exactly what they are. No worries. Let's go. We have insects, dangerous, scare, sticky, rotten, screaming, breeze, and judge. Those are vocabulary words for this story. All right, so listen out for these words as we read and try to figure out what they mean in context as we read The Diary of a Spider. Let us get started. Diary of a Spider. And this story is by Doreen Cronin, and the pictures are by Harry Bliss. All right, let's see how best I can share my screen. Okay, so here we have a diary entry, guys. March 1st. Today was Grandparents' Day at school, so I brought Grandpa with me. He taught us three things. Number one, spiders are not insects. Insects have 6 legs. Number two, without spiders, insects could take over the world. Number three, butterflies taste better with a little barbecue sauce. That's his first entry. March 16. Grandpa says that in his day, flies and spiders did not get along. Things are a little different now. Here we have a picture of a spider and a fly, and the spider is carrying around, the fly is carrying around the spider. Let's continue. Let's go to the third entry. March 29th. Today in gym class, we learned how to catch the wind so we could travel to faraway places. When I got home, I made up flashcards so I could practice. Number one, climb high. Two, release silk. Three, catch the wind. Fly made up her own flashcard. One, fly. I'm starting to see why Grandpa doesn't like her. April 1st. I went to the park with my sister today. We tried the seesaw. It didn't work. We tried the tire swing. It also didn't work. Okay. Excuse me, I'm having some technical difficulties on Instagram. Aww. All right, let's get back to it. We tried the tire swing. It also didn't work. We spun a huge sticky web on the water fountain. No, that worked. Next entry, April 12th. Today was safety day at school. We learned that vacuums eat spider webs and are very, very dangerous. Hello, Jazz Baz. If we hear a vacuum, we should stop, drop, and run. April 13th. We had a vacuum drill today. I stopped what I was doing, forget where I was learning, forget where I was going, and ran screaming from the room. Help! Needless to say, we have another drill tomorrow. April 17th. I'm going to sleep over at Worm's house tonight. I hope they don't have leaves and rotten tomatoes for dinner again. Ugh, disgusting. May 7th. Mom said I was getting too big for my own skin, so I molted. What do we think molted means? Ugh, so gross. May 8th. Today was show and tell, so I brought in my old skin. My teacher called on it to lead the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. You there. Get started. June 5th. Daddy Longlegs make fun of Fly because she eats with her feet. No, she won't come out of her treehouse. I'm going to find him and give him a piece of my mind. June 6th. Whoopsie. I found Daddy Longlegs. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was. I didn't give him a piece of my mind. I gave him a piece of my lunch instead. June 7th. Fly's treehouse blew away in the wind today, and so did Grandpa. June 18th. I got a postcard from Grandpa today. It read, Dear Spider, oh la la, I landed in Paris. French bugs are delicious. Au revoir, Grandpa. And there's the leg of the French bug, and he's telling his spider to give it a try. June 30th. Grandpa came home today. I couldn't wait to hear about how he rode the winds all over the ocean. Turns out he caught a breeze to the airport and napped in first class. Fancy, eh? July 2nd. Fly came over to play today. She got stuck in our web and her mom had to come and get her. Grandpa laughed and laughed and laughed. He laughed a little too hard. From now on, we have to play at Fly's house. And here is a special date, July 9th. Can anybody tell me what's special about July 9th? Anybody? July 9th is my birthday. All right. And it so happens that July 9th is Fly's birthday, is Spider's birthday, sorry. July 9th. Today was my birthday. Grandpa decided I was old enough to know the secret to a long, happy life. And that is never fall asleep inside a shoe. July 16th. Things I scare. Fly's mom, tiny bugs, and people using water fountains in the park. July 17th. Things that scare me. Daddy long legs, vacuums, and people with big feet. August 1st. I wish that people wouldn't judge all spiders based on the few spiders that bite. That is so unfair. I know if we took the time to get to know each other, we would get along just fine. Just like me and Fly. The end. All right, now it is your turn to write me a diary entry. We just read Diary of a Spider, right? And I want you guys to picture yourself as being a spider, right? If you could be a spider for a day, what would you do? Right, write me a little diary entry. You can write it here in your comments, drop them in your comments, right? And I want you to tell me about your day. So start the first sentence by saying, today I, and you go ahead. Thank you, Jazz. You go ahead and tell me what it is that you you would do. All right. Let's take a few seconds to see if any of those entries will come on. Hi, Nads. All right, I'm seeing no comments just far. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to dive into our phonics lesson. Yes, today we will be having our phonics lesson. So the past couple of weeks, instead of doing a lesson, I was reading 2 or 3 stories. um, but tonight we're going to dive back into our lessons. That was supposed to be why we were moving over to YouTube too, but technical difficulties, right? It is what it is. We are going to just run with it. So we're going to move on to our phonics lesson. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. Actually, not a few minutes, a few seconds. We're in virtual world, right? Tonight's topic will be on phonemes. Have you ever heard the word phonemes? May 5th. Dear Diary, today I climbed a water spout and then the rain came. Oh, sounds like a terrible day for you, Mr. Keith. I'm sorry, Spider Keith. All right, so today we are going to look at phonemes. Let's see. I know Remy should remember what phonemes are from last year, right? Does anybody know what phonemes are? Without trying to Google, tell me, what are phonemes? Have you ever heard the word before? What comes to mind when you see or hear the word phonemes? Anything at all. I know it's backwards. I'm using my front facing camera. Sorry. We were supposed to be on another platform, but that didn't work out. So I'm streaming from elsewhere and it's phony. Okay. All right. What are phonemes? What are phonemes? What are phonemes? All right, I'm going to give you a quick definition of what phonemes are. Phonemes are the individual sounds. The key word there is sounds, right? And we will figure out why in just a minute. Individual sounds in a word. Yes. Phonemes are the individual sounds in a word. Now, when you hear the word phonemes, right, what other words might come to mind? What does it sound like? Anybody? Anybody? What does it sound like? Phoneme. What does it sound like? All right, I'll give you a hint. Hi, Ja. Hi, Afi. What does phoneme sound like? Phone. Yes, exactly. Phone. We have that word in there. And for my littles who come to school, it also might sound like phonics. Phonics. There we go. Very good job, Nasi. Right? So telephone, yes, exactly. And what functions do we have there with a telephone? We might hear things and we say things. So phonics has to do with sound, yeah? It certainly does. And that's why phonemes are the individual sounds in a word. And we are going to practice. So I'm going to start with the word fish. 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 Let's start with the word fish. Fish. All right. Fish. I love fish. That's all I really eat anyway. Right? Very good. So the word fish. Okay, let's count the letters. The graphemes, what we see, the written form of the word. Let's count the letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? We have F, I, S, H. F, I, S, H. There are 4 letters in this word. 4 things that represent the word fish. They're called graphemes, right? 4 things that represent the word fish. These are the letters we use to represent the word fish, right? Now let's sound out the word. Fish. 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 The word fish has 3 phonemes. It has 3 individual sounds. Yeah? We have the f, we have I, and we have sh. Though we have 4 letters, there are 3 sounds. So we have f, I, sh. The F says f, the I says I, the S and the H combine. The S and the H combine to make one sound. So we have f, I, sh. All right, let's practice with another word. Let's practice with another word. Well, before we do that, let me show you how to separate your sounds. Fish. Yeah. All right, Tass, I'm going to ask you to change how you separated your letters there. Hi, Nick. How are you? You come to learn some phonics with me tonight? Let's try the word Sam. Let's try someone's name. Sam. Sam. Let's count our letters. Let's count our letters. S, A, M. 1, 2, 3. 3 letters, right? Now let's do the sounds. S, A, M. Sam. Again, 3 letters. S, A, M. 1, 2, 3. Now they make sounds, individual sounds. The S says S, the A says ah, and the M says like something is yummy, right? So we have the S making a sound, we have the A making a sound, and we have the M making a sound. And we break up those sounds like this. We have a, Sam. Sam. Now I'm going to give you a word. All right. And I want you to try and break it apart for me by sounds. Okay. I'm going to write the word and you tell me what sounds you hear in the word. Cool? Deal? Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. The word I'm going to give you is easy word. Easy word. The word we're going with is apple. Apple. Okay, let's count how many I had a great day too, my darling. All right, let's count how many letters are in apple. One, two, three, four, five. 5 letters in the word apple. Yes? No. I want you guys to try and break this word apart and tell me the individual sounds. Go ahead and do that for me. Let's see who can get it correct. Let's see who will get it correct. Yes, there are 5 letters in apple, but how many sounds? How many individual sounds do you hear? How many individual sounds do you hear? Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. How many sounds are in the word apple? We have 5 letters. How many sounds do you hear? I want you guys to tell me the 3 sounds. How many sounds, Tass? Up. I see Jasmine here saying 3 sounds. Oh, someone, Jasmine says 4 now. Anybody else want to give it a try? No? Okie dokie. If you guessed 3 sounds, you are correct. We're hearing 3 sounds. First of all, let's dissect the word. We know that when there's an E at the end of a word, it's usually a silent E. It says nothing, right? We have apple. Now, E makes 2 sounds. It says eh and it says E, and we hear neither of those at the end of this word. So E is silent. We just have to write it to make our some other letters make its proper sounds, okay? So we have apple right here. Apple. Yes? Apple. All right, Remy, you seem to be getting getting the sounds here, right? So we know that E won't say anything, right? So that's 1 letter, one of the 5 letters that will say nothing at all. So let's go now. We hear ah, 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 apple, 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 right? Apple. There are 3 individual sounds in the word apple. Okay? Now we're going to start wrapping up now. But before we do that, let's go over some of what we did. Let's go over some of what we did. First of all, we read the story, Diary of a Spider. You guys, or some of you guys rather, wrote back to me with what you would do if you were a spider, right? So after that, we did our phonics lesson. And phonics is literally letters and sounds, okay? That's what phonics is. So break it down for you. Phonics is letters and sounds. The letters and the sounds they make. How do letters and sounds work together, right? So we were looking at phonemes. Phonemes. Phonemes are the individual sounds in a word. And we looked at how to count our phonemes and how we can differentiate morphemes or graphemes, sorry, from the sounds that they make. All right, and that is our lesson for today. I have a special guest. Say hi, Daisy. Daisy, say hi. Say hi. Daisy wanted to count her phonemes. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me here tonight, especially on short notice. I promise to have us up and running on YouTube by next week. Work at it, work at it, work at it until it goes up. And that's our lesson for today. Diary of a Spider and phonemes. Thank you. Daisy, do you want to come say bye-bye? Here, girl. Come here. There we go. Oh, Daisy. All right, sit, go back. Bye, Jazz. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye. See you next week on YouTube, okay? Daisy sputtered all over me. All right. Love you. Bye, 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 bye. All righty.
Sorry, I didn't expect you were going to jump on you.